Good morning and welcome to this week's Rational Thinking with me, William Jones, where I'll be covering the main talking points that have been impacting the currency markets over the past week. So the main talking points for the pound this week was who was going to replace Theresa May as the next Prime Minister. It seems the most likely person will be Boris Johnson. This is particularly important for the pound because he's already said that he's prepared to leave the EU without a deal. He doesn't feel that there's the need to have the Irish backstop, so he's prepared to scrap that. And he said that he's going to withhold the payment due to the EU to the tune of 31 billion. This week we did have a vote within the Conservative Party, and out of the 313 lawmakers, we saw 114 vote for Boris Johnson. The markets have priced in an 80% likelihood that Boris Johnson will be the next Prime Minister. Of course, with Boris Johnson coming in, this raises the likelihood of a no-deal Brexit, which would not be positive for sterling. So the main talking points for next week. We have lots of data being released, and there's lots to keep an eye out for. Expect a slightly dovish tone. Well, from the US, we've seen weakening growth, and there's lots of talk of the Fed implementing some rate cuts, so there's certainly potential from some dovish announcements from the Fed. We're expecting a similar rhetoric from the Eurozone. Outlook is weakening within the EU. Inflation is falling, so again, look out for a dovish tone there. Sterling, we're again seeing some downside risks on sterling. We're not expecting any policy changes this week out from Super Thursday, but there are some things which could move the market for sterling, like any announcements of Boris Johnson coming in. Something else to look out for is within the Monetary Policy Committee, whereby there's been a mixed communication recently, where there was lots of positive policymakers. We are seeing a more pessimistic tone, so look out for some members to maybe dissent from the usual positive outlook. So thank you very much for joining us for this week's Rational Thinking. As ever, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Our contact details are all below.